Okay, can we hear me? Okay, this is not a live class. Okay, so I entered Ethereum yesterday from somewhere here, or maybe yourself. Okay, no. I entered Ethereum from here yesterday, downwards like this. I entered somewhere here actually, somewhere here. And I slept off. I entered Ethereum down. I did not buy normal Ethereum. Now I'll still explain what that is to us. So I entered somewhere here yesterday, then I slept off. It went up. I don't even know. I was just sleeping. If I don't have data, I see that the class not old yesterday. The class not old yesterday because I didn't have data and low network was doing anyhow. So it went up yesterday. I don't know. Then it went down. It went down like this down. So from around 90, I entered at 94, I think 94. So around 94 down to this place. And I woke up, but the chart is different. So the chart for Ethereum down is different. If you go to Ethereum down, don't get confused, okay? If you go to Ethereum down, it is the opposite of this. It actually went up. As soon as it's going down, Ethereum down will be going up. But just let's leave that one, okay? Don't get confused. Just ignore what I just said. So this stuff went down. So I woke up and saw that, wow, this thing was somewhere here. In Ethereum down, it was actually above. So don't okay. So it was somewhere here, and I woke up. I was like, wow, I'm in profits, like big time profits. Lots. it's pretty much. So I just took the profits and came out immediately without even. In fact, I was even at the tip. But before I could, let me check my balance. Let me check what the charts. Before I could do all that, it went back to somewhere like this retracement, just down a little bit, and I took my profits at this somewhere around the tip here. Then I went back immediately and came to buy Ethereum up. Immediately, that same early morning, that was around 12. Okay, let's see. You see, this is around 12 midnight. Around 12 midnight. Let me look at it now. 8:30 a.m. I didn't pick that 8:30 a.m. Let me see. 1:30. Okay, it should be around. Let me go to Ethereum down. Ethereum down. Is 8:30? How about this? 5:15. 1:30. Okay, should be around here. Okay, why am I even doing this? Let me just go and check my order history. Order history here. So it was Ethereum down. I'm looking for Ethereum down. Yeah, this is Ethereum down. So the time 2:26. And what's the time right now? The time right now is 26, right? That's the date. Then time was 8:34. Are you serious? I saw that 8:34. Okay. I think I saw 8:34, right? Let me see again. Joshua, I got into it too. That's what I explained now throughout there. Okay, so 8:34, 1:16. Let me see. I'm sorry. Oh. Okay, let me look for where I bought Ethereum down. I bought Ethereum down around 5 p.m. yesterday. It's too far. 24. 25. Okay, I think this is it. Okay, I think I bought it yesterday around 2 p.m. I bought it yesterday around 2 p.m. at $444. Let me see. What's this? Order history. So I'm looking for it. At 2, this one is cancelled. At 2:01, $444. Then I sold it here, sell, buy, sell. And I sold it at 8:34 a.m. This is this possible? This morning at $578. Let me check my calculator. 444 minus 578. It's supposed to be 578 minus 444. That's $134. $134. So 134 times, let me see, times 450. Okay, yes, that was the trade. Yes, that was the trade. So that, okay, so it was actually 8:30 I sold it. I thought it was 12 midnight. Yay. Okay, so yeah, that was it. And then I sold that. Immediately I sold it. Oh, why did I go back? Immediately I sold it. Order history. Where is that down? Ethereum down. Okay, immediately I sold it at 8:34. Sorry. This is 329, right? This is 329. Yeah, this time here, though it's a cancelled order because it's cancelled. I did not do it. The time I took this was 2:01. I know some of you must have seen this. The time I took this show was 2:01 yesterday. Good. 2 in the afternoon. 02. 14 is 02. And I sold it at 00:08. I sold it at midnight, 008 minutes. So 8 minutes of midnight, not 8:34. 34 is seconds. See it here. That 14 is the hour. So I want to. I was like, hey, am I sleeping? I bought it yesterday. I sold it. Immediately I woke up in a minute. I also woke up like this bang, and I saw. I was trying to connect to internet. I could not. When I was able to connect, I also this thing was here, and I sold immediately. That was at midnight. Now 8 minutes into this morning. Then I waited, saw the trend, saw the way it was going, and I felt this one was going to come back down. It was going to go back up because I sold a down movement. So I thought it was going to go back up. So I went to buy the opposite, which is Ethereum up. I'll still explain how this works for us. Now I only told us about just normal Ethereum, normal BTC. But now I'm doing Ethereum down, Ethereum up. So I went to buy Ethereum up at this time, 12 midnight. That's 12:24, 00:24. So I bought it. I had 578 in total. Then I bought it with this amount. That's in 578. That's the amount I bought it with. At this level. Okay, before I go there, let me look at the level I bought it here. I bought this one, this Ethereum down, at a price of where is it? When Ethereum down was when Ethereum down was 719, $0.00719. That's the price of Ethereum when I bought it. Then I sold it when it was 0.00937, and I made over 60,000 naira profit on this trade from 2 p.m. yesterday till 12 midnight today. Then immediately, and I entered Ethereum up with that same money. Look at the total. The same money that I made from here, 578. That same money, 578. I entered it on Ethereum up, the opposite direction. I will still go back to the chart, the opposite direction. And I sold it at, I sold it at 577, which is at a loss, because I saw that before this thing came back up, it's moved down again. So when I came back up to buy, I also took it at 577 before it goes back down again. So I also took it at a loss of like $1. Can you see it? At a loss of $1. Because when I bought this thing at 578, it went down. I thought it was going to go up, but now it went down. And then before it got back to this level, it took time. So I just sold it with frustration at a loss of just $1. because if I don't sell it, if I did not sell it at that point, it was going to go down again. Okay, so I sold it at 577. Then see this one again, and I bought it again, the same Ethereum up. I also sold Ethereum up just now at 577. Then I bought it again at 576, just a little bit below it, because I saw the way it was going from 576 to 577 to 578, back to 576. So I also sold it at 577, bought it at 576, sold it at 577 by myself. Then see here again, I bought it again at 576. So I was just following just those small movements. It's good and small. It's just small difference between these two. I sold it here. I bought 576 here again, and then this time it went up. So I'm teaching these people rubbish. Okay, so this total here is the amount in dollars. Okay, this is the price up above. All right, sorry for that mix up. This is the price up above, the price I sold at and the price I bought at. So here I bought it at 96.7. I sold it at 96.7 after buying at 96.9, and I sold it at 96.7, which is at a loss. Then I waited for it to go down a little to 96.4. Then I sold at 96.8. Just small difference. Look at the small change in price, just $1 profit. The $1 loss that I made here from 578 to 577. Okay, so yeah, I had a $1 profit here, which is not still up to what I lost, but that's how the trade went. I bought at price of 96.4. I sold at 96.8. Then I waited again for it to drop down to 94. This time it dropped down to 94.9. Then I bought it and waited for it to go to 97.4. I sold it. Now see, my money is. I sold it. Yep, I sold it. Sometimes when you sell, it will split the order for you. To split it, see there are 3 cells here. So it splits all of this, which, I don't know why it does that. It splits it 1, 2, 3, and that's why I have this. So if you add everything up together, you get the total of how much I sold. See, I sold everything at the same price. So just once I sold, but it splits everything at the same price, 97.4. So if you add all this total together, you get the amount that was there, like that. That's the profit and I add. So and I waited again. So I oh god, three move. Yeah. So I sold at 97.4. Then I saw that the move was going up, and I quickly bought it at 98.7, which is above what I sold before, 98.7. And then waited for it to go up to 99.1, and I sold. See, the money increased from. Okay, when I sold here again, it was a 3. Okay, that was just now. It was 3. Move 3, 1, 2, 3. It sold, like it split itself into 3. If you add that up, I sold it at 99.1. Why I bought at 98.7. If you add that up, you see the amount of profits that was made. So that's how I buy and sell. Being very careful. Yeah. So now I'm trying to enter into this trade. I just came out of this place. I came out somewhere around here. We saw that now. Let me check it again. I came out at 99.1. This final trade I did on Ethereum up 99.1. So somewhere just here, 99.1. Somewhere around here. I came out here. So since it's going up. So I don't know why have I not entered a sell order, or why have I not entered a why have I not see this way we are? Why have I not entered a buy order? Why did I come out now when I knew that it can still go up here and I'll still make over double what I made before? Because this is where I entered, and now this is where I entered somewhere around here and then shot up here. Why did I come out? Why did I not wait for it to come up here? Or why did I not buy down or buy up? Because this area is a support. See, 99.5, Abby, 99.5. Let's look at it. See it. That's where we are now. See this is a resistance. So it's not touching the line yet, but it's a resistance. It's resisting it from going back, from pushing up. That's why that struggle is here. See it here too. It touched this one. I go up like this. It touched it. See it here, just below this mark that I'm putting. It's touched that area and push it back. So see, it formed a resistance. It's forming an area where there is buyer and seller presence. So when the chart was coming down, it came down here, went up, touched this area, came down, went up. Now it's at this same area again. And looking at the history, there's been some some trade activities going on there. This side is an area, a buyer seller area, where one has to be careful of. If I say I want to buy now, I want to buy it, open it to go up, it can come down because this thing might resist it, this area might resist it and push it back down. I'll not have to wait for days for it to come back up. On Monday I entered one trade, Ethereum, like that, Ethereum. I entered it and I had to wait, man. The thing went down, it went so down before I could come out. It went so down before I could. I think it came out 2 days ago. So that trade I went down that day, it got me inside from Saturday. It got me deep in. I don't know, maybe it's this place safe. I've forgotten. I was inside, so I could not come out at loss. So I had to wait until it got back up before I came out. Now I don't want that to happen here too. Greed will make some people say, yeah, it's going up, it's going up, let me just enter now, and they just enter, go out, and then the trade just go down against them. So you have to wait until it comes back up before they take their profit. So I'm being careful of that. That's why I've not entered yet. Now you understand why I explain support and resistance. See the way I'm using it now. This area is a support. It's a resistance. It's a resistance for this trend now, because there's some activity here that not let this thing pass. There was some activity here that not let this thing go down. Though at this side it was support for this thing, but for our own chart, because it is under the area, it is a resistance because it's resisting it from going up. Here it was supporting it from going down, supporting it upwards, supporting it up, not letting it go down. Okay, you can see it here to see this a lot of movement around this thing. So yeah, that's what we're talking about. So yes, that's what I wanted to explain, support and resistance. Now Joshua, let me see your comments. You said something on the group. Okay, thank you, Boy David. We are trying to explain support and resistance. Oh wow, this is long. Oh, okay, you're answering my question. Okay, I will read it. I thought it was a question. Okay, so that is it. That's it. So now I'll wait. I might still enter wrongly. I might wait for this thing to go down and then think it's going downwards. Okay, what I'm waiting for now, I'm waiting for this trend to break this area. I'm waiting for it to get to somewhere like 103. If you see my alert, I set an alert here. That, okay, 105, right? I think it has gotten to 103 and it's cut off. Let me see. It has not gone to 103. That means I did not set to 103. So my alert here is on 105. That means if you get to 105, that means it has broken. For me, I feel it has broken that limit, that area, because 105 is somewhere. It's even to 137 is okay. So this is where 105 is, around this place, around here. So that's another area again that we need to look out for. But I feel if it breaks, if it goes to 103 or 102, I feel it will keep going up, because see the gap is much. Let me see, 102. But let's say 103. If it gets to 103, I feel it's going to keep going upwards. So I'll just wait and see the move, how whether it goes fast or whether it still struggle until it gets to 103. I'll just watch the trend. The more time you spend on the market, the more you are going to get used to it, the more you are going to understand how it flows. So don't just set your price or buy and just leave the chart, leave the old trend and everything. Don't just do that. Even if you have bought and you are waiting for profit, as far as you are not yet a pro, you are not a pro yet, try and look at the market, look at the charts, look at the way it flows, look at the fast moves. See this big buying now that was here. Look at all this. Zoom, and then it came down. See where it stopped. It came on. I heard from this thing. This thing that went up like this. I chop and I climb out. I still follow it and come down here again. So try and look at the market, except you are busy, sha. If you are very busy, like those in school. If you are not busy, and even if you are in school and you get back home and you are free, try and look at the market, look at how the thing goes. Yeah, the more time you spend on the chart, reading the chart, the better you are going to become, and the more you are going to understand these things. Go to Twitter, go and follow all those people. How many people? I will even put it on the group now. How many people have followed guys and followed Elon Musk and followed other traders, Bitcoin, crypto traders on Twitter? Yes, I will ask that question on the group after now. So that's it. So I'm waiting. So if it breaks through and gets to somewhere here, maybe 103, I'm going to buy because I feel it's going to keep going up till it gets to a level. So I'm going to buy. But if it does not break through and it start coming down to, if it breaks past this line now where I am, this red, because this red I'm looking at, if it breaks past this red area, this place, and comes down, I'm going to sell. Oh, okay. Oh, just ignore that sell I just said now. I will still explain later, but it's still the same process. It's still the same, the same way it works, the same way the upward movement works. So just ignore the down. Anything I was saying about down, just try and ignore. I know you have questions, just don't ask any question about that down, except up. I will still teach the down. Down is an advanced lecture. You understand? All right. Thank you.